Hi, welcome to the inside of HansenAthletics. This is for all those that are interested in our summer training option or availability for club sports or team sports. Now, this is new for us, okay, in terms of offering it on site. This is something that's been in our plan, in our master plan for a while. We've been in town and open for 3 years. If you haven't heard of HansenAthletics yet, we have a lot of kids you can reach out to, parents, and get some feedback on who we are and what we do and the progress they've seen with their kid. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. So creating this video again to share the information on what we're going to have available. So let's start off with availability. So we are going to have limited availability. We are already operating on pretty high cylinder with the kids that we have in here already. We have over 120 youth athletes that come and train with us in a more individualized private setting. Okay, so we're going to take on potentially 2 to 3 teams here. That's going to be all the availability we have for this first summer to see how it goes, implement, and see how we can create the best experience for the kids. Number 2 thing we're going to cover is the coach ratio. So we are going to keep the coaching, the level of coaching very high. That is what we believe in, world-class coaching. It's what we preach and what we are all about, okay? All of our coaches have a bachelor or master's degree in a relatable field to exercise science. We all have multiple continuing ed certifications, and we've all helped in D1 collegiate universities. So we know exactly what type of training, what kind of movements they're going to be using with the athletes, and have a great idea of how to step these athletes into the best position, not only to succeed in high school, but also to succeed at the college level. So we follow an athlete development model that we have created. We will go over that here in a second. Again, everything we do in here is performance driven. So we have conversations with the athletes regarding nutrition, training, lifestyle, all towards improving performance. We don't necessarily care how much weight your kid lifts in here. We're not worried about chasing numbers. We're worried about, is this carrying over to your field or the court or the sport you are playing, okay? Is this preventing injury? Is this improving you in a way that's going to carry over to sport? So we follow the SAID principle, and we reverse engineer everything towards the sport that you're coming in for. So if you brought in a women's volleyball team, the training is going to be different than a men's baseball team, okay? We are going to take the athletes, we're going to assess all of them, get a baseline for where they're at, where the biggest holes are, where we can improve, injury prevention, strength, all of that. And then from there, we're going to train your team to the best possible way to prepare them for their sport, okay? This will also be great. I mean, you're going to see a general adaptation. So even if your kid is playing multiple sports, they are going to make progress in all areas. We're confident to say that. So what we are looking for, ideally we would like 2 to 3 times a week commitment through the summer. So 12 weeks, 2 to 3 times a week, that's ideal, okay? Different pricing based on each tier. You can reach out to me, we can talk about pricing. 1 time a week we're going to do this summer just because we want to kick this off the ground. Ideally the next year we won't be doing 1 time a week. Okay, we really want to get 2 times a week. Even if that causes you, we believe that even if the sport coach decides to cut out 1 practice a week to add in the second day, so 1 sport practice a week, they will find that it is highly beneficial and worth doing that. Okay, so again, 1, 2, or 3 times a week, different pricing based on that. We can go over that if you have questions on that. Let's slide over here. So our performance model, first and foremost, injury prevention. We cannot say potentially that we can make you not get injured, but because there's an inherent risk with sport. But we can definitely say we can help you be in a better position with your body to avoid injury or to limit the type of damage that's done to your body. Okay, so now we're going to go to acceleration, top speed, and strength. Those are going to be our focuses. We're going to teach you how to accelerate well. So when someone in sport says, wow, that kid is quick. Okay, that kid can snap his hips. He can hit the ball far. He can accelerate quickly. He can get to the hoop. That's all has to do with acceleration. These mechanics are different than top-end speed mechanics. Okay, so a track athlete, someone that has longer duration of sprints, this is a whole other set of skills compared to the acceleration. So we're going to train both of these. Depending on the sport, we will likely bias acceleration in the beginning until we can get really good at acceleration, because that's going to be what shines on the court. That's where you're going to give us a text or a call and say, wow, my kid looks a lot quicker, my kid looks a lot faster. That's right there. Top end's important too, right? So being able to continue that speed, carry the speed for a distance, that's going to be more applicable to certain sports. So we might have some sports that we focus on that. We train runners, we train long distance runners, we train cross country runners, we train track athletes that are doing longer duration sprints. That's where this is important. Strength, we're going to work on strengthening the entire body. Traditional strength, think about lifting weights, we're going to do that. But through all this, we're going to challenge what's unique and what's the same with all these is posture and position. We're going to teach correct posture and position, and then we're going to challenge that with load. And that's going to help carry across all of these, and all of these complement each other based on how well your kid is able to maintain a proper posture and a proper position through load and movement. Okay, so intensity. Number 3 on this, confidence. That's the first thing we get reached out to about from all our parents is, hey, our athlete looks a lot more confident. We don't know what you're doing, but they are confident. And how we do that is we coach positively, okay? We never find that we have to reprimand kids or yell at kids because they come in and we have a high expectation. And they know that from the very beginning. We have a high expectation, we mean business, we're serious about our coaching, and the athletes fall in line and get serious about their performance. Okay, and that way we can be positive and uplifting. Even if we have to address some things, they'll walk out of here every session with a positive feeling and smile on their face. That is huge for us. Okay, is they enjoy it here. All right, they're going to come in, this will be the best hour of their day every day. All right, world-class coaching, like I said before, this is huge for us. We coach the crap out of kids, we educate, we teach, we really care about that. Okay, we care about our level of coaching, and we're going to do it different than everybody else in town. We're going to be world-class coaches, and we're going to bring that to Pocatello. Okay, so lastly, this program will, for sure, help prepare your athlete for college sports. Okay, so if any of these athletes are going to make it to college level, this will prepare them for the demands. They're going to walk in as a freshman, and they are going to be successful. They're going to be prepared, and the coaches are going to say, hey, I don't know what you've been doing, but you are more ready to begin and get started and get into playing than their peers. Okay, so we are going to help prepare them for college. We know what they need. We have contacts on that level. We keep up to date with that. We know what's important at the college level. Now, that's awesome. Sport's awesome, right? But guess what? If your kid doesn't make a college sport, this is still going to be beneficial for them. We are going to teach them how to lift, how to take performance seriously, and how to take care of themselves for the rest of their life, okay? So if they come out of here, when they go to college, they're going to know how to walk into any weight room, be confident, have a good idea of the movements they should be doing, and how to perform them in a safe manner, okay? So we're going to set these kids up for a successful life physically and being able to take care of themselves and teach others around them. I will not be surprised if a lot of our high school athletes become coaches in the future, whether that's sport coaches or coaches in a weight room, okay? We're going to educate them to that degree. So that's kind of an overview of what we're doing. We know it's a great product. It's going to be a commitment of 3 months, and we are going to charge at a monthly rate for this model. Typically we do sessions, but we're going to do a monthly rate so that there's a commitment for all the athletes to come in together, because if that doesn't happen, we can't make all those athletes come in at separate times. So they've got to all come in together. That's one thing about this program. Okay, and at the end of this, if you have athletes that are interested in continuing coming, that is going to be a perfect feeder into our program that's going right now on the athletes we already have. Okay, so any questions on that, reach out to me, let me know. My number is 208-569-1533. 208-569-1533. Shoot me a text, a call, whatever you need. Okay, let me know. I can answer any questions, talk a little bit more in depth about our training protocols and how we do this. But yeah, we're here to help. We love helping the kids. It's growing a ton. Our facility's grown. We have a lot of kids coming in, and now we want to find ways to get entire teams in here and show you that we can really make a difference with those guys. Okay, and we're happy to coordinate with sport coaches. We're happy to coordinate with existing strength coaches and make sure what we're doing is adding on to what they're doing. We're happy to educate the coaches on conditioning protocols used at practice and what's worth their time to do at practice, because a lot of times the coaches are not doing exactly what we think would benefit the athletes the most. So if they are interested in that, we'll help with that. We can help with dynamic warm-ups. you name it. So this is kind of a commitment for us to help you as a coach, as an individual, in preparing your athletes physically at a professional and a world-class level. So any questions, again, shoot them over. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys.